Hey guys, really quick before we start, I'm gonna be doing a written version of this up on my website, link in the description down below. First thing I wanna get out of the way is just some commonly asked questions. One, your data will probably be erased. Actually, your data will be erased when you unlock your bootloader. So back your stuff up if that's a big deal to you. Two, this process takes up to 2 weeks. There's a 2-week waiting period after you apply for the bootloader unlock to when the bootloader unlock is done. The next one is L1 certification. Now, using custom ROMs most of the time is going to mean that you are going to lose your L1 certification if your device comes with L1 out of the box. Now, there are some ways and some ROMs that possibly support getting this back. I don't have experience with that. I can't answer questions regarding that. The next one is stock camera and stock camera performance. Now, you are going to lose the stock camera in all of the modes that Xiaomi has baked into their stock camera. You can get some of those modes back with the ANX camera mod. I'll be doing a follow-up video on that, so subscribe for that video. Next one is a Gcam review. I do have a stable or a semi-stable version of Gcam. I've been working with a developer to get Gcam fully ported to the Redmi Note 10 Pro. I did an interview with him. Subscribe for that because that's probably gonna be a video that comes out in the next day or two. Next one is a ROM-RAM comparison test. I've had some questions about whether or not
Okay guys, first step that you're gonna have to do is go ahead and enable developer options on your device. You can get to that by first hitting the MIUI version a number of times until you've unlocked developer options. Now, to get the developer options, you are going to go to additional settings and scroll down to find the developer options. Make sure that you have developer options enabled as soon as you enter it. Sometimes it can be weird and not always be enabled, but in this case, it's enabled. Go down to OEM unlocking. Now you're gonna wanna go ahead and click that on. If your device is not unlocked like mine is, you will be asked to enter your Xiaomi MIUI account info, and that kind of registers the device as being part of or taking place in the unlocking process. Now, go ahead and create a new file on the desktop of your computer. I called mine Android Development, and you're going to need to download the Xiaomi MIUI Unlock tool from the website, and I will have that linked in the description down below. Now, guys, we are not actually unlocking the bootloader at this point if you have not started this process already, as it is a 2-week process. We're just applying for the permission to do so. You're gonna go ahead, unzip the Mi Unlocker tool into your Android development folder. Go ahead, launch the application, and after you launch it, if you have not used it already like I have, you will be prompted to sign in with your Xiaomi MIUI account info. Once you're logged on with the application and the service, go ahead and put your device into fast boot mode by hitting the power down as well as the volume down key, and it should show up in the application. After the application is refreshed, click on the unlock button.
2 weeks later.
Now that your 2-week waiting period is over, we can go ahead into unlocking our bootloader, and let's jump to that right now.
Now that you've returned 2 weeks later after your waiting process is necessary, you're gonna go back in, open up the Mi Unlocker tool, log in with all your account information. Once you've logged in, put your device into fast boot mode by holding down the power down and volume down key, reconnect it, hit refresh, and then once your device comes up, hit unlock.
Hey guys, really quick. So this next step is not 100% necessary, but I had problems with commands in PowerShell. This fixed it. I took these instructions from someone else's YouTube video that they did, and I'll have a link to their original video in the description down below. But this is how you fix all of the problems, and this is how you can ensure that you have a flawless PowerShell experience.
Shout out to the Indian YouTuber that put this original tutorial together. I am copying the steps and link to his channel in the description. Now download this file that's hosted on MediaFire. It is going to be labeled Android TF. I downloaded it into my Android development folder on my desktop to keep things simple and tidy. And you are going to go ahead and copy that Android folder, go into program files, x86, and if you have an Android folder there already, delete it and then copy that new folder that you downloaded with the title of Android into the program x86 files. Once you have it copied, you're going to need to go Once you have it copied, go to Control Panel, go to System Settings, or System. Go into Advanced System Settings, go on to Advanced, go into Environmental Variables, go to Paths, click Edit. Once in Edit, you're going to click New, and at this point, you want to paste that file directory from the program files x86/Android that you just pasted, copy that file path into the paths portion of the environmental variables. Click OK.
Okay guys, now that we have TWRP recovery downloaded on, we need to make sure that we have ADB debugging installed, additional settings, developer options, and USB debugging. Make sure that is enabled. Now in our Android development folder, we're going to want to make sure that our new recovery is labeled TWRP recovery. Enter. Next, now on our Android device, we want to go ahead, make sure we hold down power and volume down until we get the fast boot logo. Next, in our computer where we have TWRP installed, you're going to hold down the Shift key, right click, open PowerShell window here. You should get a blue screen that's going to come up. You're going to type fastboot. You're going to type fastboot devices to make sure that our device is connected to the computer, and your device should show up in fastboot. Next, we need to make sure that we have TWRP loaded onto our device. So next thing you're going to do is fastboot flash recovery twrp.img. Enter. Now we have the recovery officially downloaded onto our device. Now you're going to hold volume up as well as the power button. Wait for the device to reboot while holding power up. Continue holding power up. And you are going to get TWRP pop up. Yay, now we have TWRP on our device. Now the new version of TWRP that I'll have linked has decryption enabled. Now I'm not doing a fresh install, but if you are not also doing a fresh install, you can just put in your screen password and you will have successfully decrypted your device. Wait for it, wait for it. Decryption done. Yay! The next thing you're gonna need to do is wipe your device. This is going to, of course, delete everything. Wipe, format data, yes. Enter. Now everything has been deleted. Reboot the device holding power up so that we can boot into TWRP. Boot into TWRP. It will not ask you to put in any password or anything like that because you have wiped everything. Okay, next thing you guys are going to do, let the phone boot up in MIUI for a few seconds. You can reboot it into TWRP. But really, you want to make sure that you have the TWRP file showing up on your desktop and also showing up on your phone. Next up, you are going to take wherever you have the Pixel Experience ROM downloaded, copy it, paste it. In this case, we're pasting it in the TWRP folder. And as it begins to paste, you guys should see TWRP folder. And then inside of that folder, you guys will see the Pixel Experience Plus for Suite. Wait for it to finish downloading from your computer. Okay, once it's installed on your computer, select and swipe to confirm flash, Pixel Experience Plus, and there you have Pixel Experience, and you have basically turned your Redmi Note 10 Pro into a supercharged Google Pixel 4a with a better camera and ultimately slightly better performance.